Yeah.
Tout va bien?
Is it?
Pas de questions?
Is it?
Sim, ok?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Ok, good game.
Okay. Mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. Here we go. 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 And so a great welcome to the 30 June Stadium where we have our first quarterfinal match being played. A very amazing story, at least for the team Benin. They have sold a very impressive game to most of the fans here who are enjoying their brand of football. And this is where they are. Coming up against one of the favorites of the competition, Senegal. Obviously not going to be an easy task there for the Squirrels of Benin, but they have come here in Egypt with something huge on their mind. Tell you what, they have a huge opportunity to make things highly incredible and that of a quality story to be told about them. And their fans are really coming in numbers to also support them. This is a team that never was seen as a big threat, but now they are seen as a threat. And so most of the teams who have had the opportunity of playing in Benin, they know that they have to prepare pretty well ahead of this game. And so they came into this championship looking forward to selling a very incredible game there for their fans to enjoy. They will hope to continue their Cinderella form. There's African showpiece, Benin. they've shown enough at the tournament so far, but Senegal really have also come in with some quality on the side. The coach, Charbel ZINSOU, has worked so hard, and is a man who has indeed put lots of hope and inspiration in the players, Senegal. And so coming into this competition, Sadio Mane, one of the players who really are leading the goal-scoring chat there with 3 goals, he knows that this is the game that he has to prove a lot. And to the fans of Senegal, if they have any chance of making it to the semi-finals of this competition, this is the moment where Senegalese believe that they are closer, one way or the other, getting to the finals to win the trophy. But then the Skills coach, Michel Dussey's outfit, I've actually encountered, or perhaps seen as one of the top teams so far, one of the giant killers of the competition, aren't they? Because they were surprisingly able to kick out Morocco from the competition. A feat that really got everybody standing up and giving them plaudits for their work. And Michel Dussey's side, they know that they have worked hard and all eyes are currently on them. Very young team though, but have quality. And I've shown that in this competition, having not really picked up a win in the competition, about drawn games played in their group matches, but they have done incredibly well to be where they are. And one of the top things they have to do is to ensure that Sadio Mane doesn't really get the opportunity to prove anything in the game, especially today. Missed the penalty against Uganda after being brought down by Onyongo, but couldn't quite convert to make it 2-0. But here he is. And this Liverpool man who won the Champions League with the Reds back in, and knows that he has to work on. Mikel Porte was one man who was a handful for the Ghanaian team, the Black Stars. In the first game, they drew 2-2. So they got 2 goals to his name in the championship here in Egypt. Mikel Porte, who plays his club football in Turkey. Very strong centre forward for Benin. And Porte will be looking forward to producing the same performance. 34 years and already scored 9 goals for the side. And so that's the story there for the team. It's gotten to the quarter-final stages with a big win against Uganda. Senegal obviously qualified, but what a story it was. An amazing story for Benin with a win against Morocco, giving them the chance to be here. Madagascar also would have a game against Tunisia. And that was after Tunisia were able to win against the Ghanaian side. They may be taking time to relax a little bit, the fans from Benin. But Senegal would also have their fans also quietly enjoying some bit of space and fresh air at the 30 June Stadium in Cairo. And there could be a moment for others to enjoy some bit of selfies, because I know the team would have a lot of work to do here, and that's a chance to make sure they are able to win handsomely against Benin. Everything is looking practically perfect here for our first quarter-final match here at the 30 June Stadium. Welcome wherever you are, and this is African Cup of Nations 2019. Well, Senegal would definitely be fancying some of the chances, probably the most in their history so far in a quarter-final game, not at least because of the aerial stars they have in the team. Benin certainly have been dealt a sudden blow by the absence of the veteran centre-back Khalid Adenon, who was sent off in extra time during the round of 16 clash with Morocco. They tried to have an appeal, but it was overturned and was rejected by CAF last Tuesday. So Seibu Baraz is likely to start in the team as Adenon is out. Benin would certainly love to have this moment. They want to enjoy, display their culture, display their footballing skills. They have actually done that. And so most fans who have come in are enjoying every bit of the display here. Absolutely a great atmosphere if you're here. So that's what they want to show to their fans. The Squirrels of Benin. They've really increased the number of fans who have been to Egypt or are still here in Egypt, enjoying the football in the African way. They came in looking all happy. For the coming, a lot of work has been done and ensuring that at least they're able to produce the perfect start to this campaign here in Egypt. Sometimes you don't want to be overly confident. And sometimes you're not too sure what's all the position they're going to have, but they obviously know the work that the Beninois have done and aren't ready to go down. Well, the players, they want to have a better game today. It's Steve Mounier, the Squares of Benin. And so they're not here to be seen as pushovers, Benin. They are poised to prove that they are great and have come to Egypt to stay. And so it is the quarterfinal stage of the African Cup of Nations 2019. The hunt for a semi-final slot in this competition is on. It is Senegal versus Benin. And the Squirrels have already been tagged the giant killers with their feet against Morocco, qualifying to this particular stage with an amazing performance they have to pull out there. But they know that the work isn't complete yet. They still would have to fight on if they have any chance of making it to the semi-final stage of the African Cup of Nations 2019. And for Senegal, they don't have anything to throw away because they know that Benin can be their banana peel here at the 30th June Stadium. Welcome once again for our first quarterfinal match of the African Cup of Nations 2019. Strong belief in the team's atmosphere and the performance they have to display today. And Senegal with the anthem announced for Benin. Well, that's the self-belief they have here at the Squirrels of Benin coming into this championship. And of course, they have had to work pretty hard to be here. And so they cherish every moment they have. And quite so, they have to enjoy their football qualifying for the very first time since they made it to the African Cup of Nations back in 2004. So the quarterfinal appearance is indeed well respected and well cherished there by the Squirrels. And so Senegal would have to make a change in the team Ismail Sai is out, and in comes the Inter Milan winger, Keita Balde. And he is supposed to work up front with Sadio Mane and Niang. And he knows that the work would definitely not be complete, but still maintain a solid back four after their triumph over Uganda. And so Saved and Jai will work hard. And there comes the top three players up front there for the Senegalese. And so they also would have to put a lot of hope there on Sadio Mane. 3 goals for him, the championship, and we'll be looking forward to have more quality in his outfit there. And so we're going to have the Algerian referee, Mustafa Gobal, there as the main man in charge. And of course, we'll get support there from Mahmoud Abdurragal and Mokren Gorar as well. Well, so the officials for the VAR today will be led there by Pukwel Ned. And so this is the tournament. Of course, the quarterfinal game that we're going to have the video assistant referee there. And so Benin will also come with 2 changes in today's game. With a red card to Denon, in comes Barazi, who is going to work hard as a right full back there. But goalkeeper there, Alagbe, will be in charge today. So Barazi will be working hard at the back, and Adiote will sit right in front of them. And up front, you also have Judel Dosu out today. And so in comes Ceci de Almeida, the Yeovil Town midfielder, who is going to play alongside Sesenyo. And Aliou Cisse will get a lot of support there. He's worked hard, part of the Senegalese side back in 2002 at the World Cup as well. Michel Duseya, he was able to qualify Guinea back in 2004 to the African Cup of Nations. And make sure the team was able to also move further into the quarterfinal stages after 30 years of waiting. The very first time they were able to do so was back in 1998, and he was able to get a team to that important place, and he has been able to repeat that with Benin. So here we go with our very first quarterfinal match here at the 30 June Stadium in Cairo. So the man in charge today, this is going to be his 4th AFCON match after supervising some excellent games as well in the competition. He was in charge with the Ivory Coast and South Africa game. Also worked on the Zimbabwe and DR Congo match as well. And then Uganda versus Senegal match, referee Gobal was the man in charge. So it's the 2nd time he's officiating a game involving the here in Egypt. And it is the Fairy Tales, or team that is singing a lot of Cinderella songs. Benin, they are here, and they are up against Senegal, one of the favorites touted to win the tournament this year. The expectation is pretty huge there for Aliou Cisse's men. But they have a solid team, I must say, and they worked hard to also cement their reputation in this championship. And so they obviously want to hit the balls deep into the opposition half, and Benin would have to do an overtime job to stop the likes of Madi Niang, who has worked so hard. He was the few players in the side who's been expected to perform in today's game. Tell you what, he was 5'9" tall when he was 13 years. In Bai Niang, and the man who is well respected there in France, is but being scouted to play for Caen. He's 24 years of age, and he's worked hard to cement his place in the team. Niang. Sadio Mane hasn't really lit up for Senegal, has he? At least we would say that he's played a perfect role for the side. Senegal look to get into the opposition half, and here they go again with this opportunity missed there by Ghana. It's a first corner kick attempt there. Of course, it is for the Teranga Lions. And we'll have the likes of Henry Seyvet to deal with it for Senegal. Chekipe Seyvet, who is making his 29th appearance, has only had to go to his name for the side. A lot of talking would have to be done in the 18-yard area of Benin. We'll come into this game They were looking forward to enjoying and entertain themselves. A lovely ball into the near post has been headed down. A very much of a clumsy tackle there. It looks very dangerous. But Mikhail Porte is still down, injured. Need to be attended to by the medics. And there he comes in. Clash there with the centre-back of the Teranga Lions, Khalidou Koulibaly. So where we have a hold-up here. A very disappointing situation there. Well, Michel Desailly really working hard, and he knows that the team has to go. And he actually worked for Benin back in 2008 to 2010. He was sacked with the entire backroom staff, and yeah, he's back with the team and doing some amazing job there for the Squirrels of Benin. It doesn't really look very good there for Mikhail Porte, the man who was amazing for the first game against the Ghanaian side of the Black Stars. Benin so far played 13 matches without a victory. Their run extended by their 3 draws in the group stage of this year's championship. And of course, their run of 16 matches against Morocco was also a draw. They played the most matches without a win in the African Cup of Nations history. And also the very first team, along with Tunisia, to remain in a single tournament despite winning any of their first game. They haven't been able to do so. Well, Senegal really have worked out. They have lost just one of their last 8 African games, picked up 5 wins and drawn 2. Before their match win against Uganda, they have lost 9 of their last 14 AFCON knockout. And that's the tackle there with Khalidou Koulibaly from Mikhail Porte. And he has to be stretched off early on in the game, just on the 5 minutes of the game. And the centre forward for Benin is in all sort of trouble now, 34 years, making his 53rd appearance. Scored 9 goals. They are Dana Demirspor, centre forward, Mikhail Porte. He was born in France and began his career back in 2003 with Grenoble Foot. It's been given a lot of treatment there, and so the Senegalese will be looking to take advantage. That's a foul there against striker Steve Mounier. Well, he's back in the game after 7 and 1 month suspension for accumulation of yellow cards, Mounier. And so Porte appears okay now, and yeah, he is for the side. Well, he chose to play for Benin, his mother's country. And his debut game was back in 2008 against Angola. Interestingly, he was eligible to also play for the Ivory Coast because his father is from that country, Porte. And Senegal will have possession here. And lovely as they try to exchange possession as they move forward. And they have a throw in Imoro, conceding that one there for the Squirrels. It's Gassama with a throw. Throws it down quietly, and Savet. Henry Savet back to Gassama. And now they try to control the game. Senegal is Kouyaté. Picks up the Napoli centre-back, Koulibaly, who is being chased by a lot of clubs back in England, especially Man United, looking to get his signature. The price tag on him is pretty huge there, the huge centre-back. He was given an honorary award in the Italian city of Naples, and so he's there with his wife and making sure that they enjoy the football there with Napoli. Khalidou Koulibaly was born in France. The very first time these two countries are meeting at the African Cup of Nations. But I've met quite some time in some previous games played. Senegal really have had issues there. The goalkeeper Edouard Mendes also out injured after picking up an injury. Yes, Sadio Mane looking to pick up a huge run here. But it has to be stopped. The huge man at the back there for the Squirrels, Venon. A number of the players there for the Beninois side, all the outfield players, at least play their club football in Europe. And the goalkeeper as well, Mani here, Gassama, the right full back. Somebody keep the ball in play and gets a corner kick there for the Tauranga Lions. Not a happy person at all, trying to challenge the decision there, Imoro. Well, he feels that it came off the body of Gassama. The Squirrels aren't exactly happy with the decision given to Senegal. Corner kick to the Tauranga Lions, the second corner kick so far. It's Henry Sevet to deal with the situation. Still a lot of talking to be done. So the Algerian official Mustafa Gobar, he's so far given out 13 yellow cards, and this in the African Cup of Nations 2019. You have to give one here today. Ball to near post, let down by Mikael Porte. Possession back to Gassama. Ghana picks the ball to the left-hand side. There's a huge man, Khalidou Koulibaly, who sometimes can play as a centre-back or a left full-back, and also can play on the wings there. Not too surprised to find him on the left side of attack, Khalidou Koulibaly. It's going to be a throw in here to be picked up by Sabali. Youssouf Sabali also plays club football for Bordeaux in France. Here comes the Turkey-based full-back Gassama, and of course it's been well won there by the Squirrels. Quite an amazing side. You underrate them at your own peril, the Squirrels of Benin. Kouyaté, long ball forward, looking for the centre forward, Sadio Mane. Well, it's played on, but eventually the whistle comes against the Liverpool man. I was onside when the ball was sent to him, at least. Again, a lot of work there from Venon, the centre-back, trying to put a lot of pressure there on him, and Dilho also had to come in here. Kouyaté. That's where to pick another ball there on the flanks there. Kouyaté, and Venon gets a touch on the ball for another advantage to the Tauranga Lions. Here they try to push forward. It's Gassama. Lovely play here. He's been doing an overtime job, at least for now, the centre-back. It's been 10 minutes already gone and still goalless. Been seeing the Senegalese with plenty of possession as they try to push forward in the position area. And control the game beautifully. Ghana. And Sabali as well, so coming in. Still Senegal. The possession picked up here. Mounier. Lovely job there from the centre forward. It is Benin looking to move forward. Yeah, quickly stopped there. Beautifully worked by Lamine Gassama. Well, Liu Cisse really brought a lot of stability to the side, and here comes Sabali. Yusuf Sabali's ball to near post. Picked up, yeah, but it wasn't really saved well by the goalkeeper for the Squirrels, Alagbe. It was not a harmful ball at all. Very harmless indeed. Maybe underrated it. But there was somebody lurking there. Sadio Mane could have simply tagged it on for a goal. And good job there by the Squirrels goalkeeper. At least quick awareness on his part to pick up that ball here. It's Ghana. A long ball session for the centre forward. Mane here to pick it up for Senegal. Lovely play here by Sadio Mane. It's Nyang. Back to Mane in the box. Mane! Good save again by the Squirrels goalkeeper. The flag had gone off on offside. He was looking to get his fourth, Sadio Mane. The flag went up pretty late against the Liverpool man. Want to play there by this Senegalese centre forward again. Mounier. I give the chance to Gomes, who has been quite on a brief holiday here. The Senegalese goalkeeper hasn't really been tested, has he? It is the Teranga Lions. We've seen plenty of possession as they try to search for it again. Yusuf Sabali. Here comes Ghana. I'm trying to get the balls back again into their own area. Just halfway the defensive line. Kouyaté. Keita Bade. I was looking for some bit of space just behind the back four of the Squirrels of Benin. It's Keita Bade. He was on loan from Monaco, but actually playing now for the Italian side, Inter Milan. Just coming in to have an opportunity. Ghana losing possession there for Dioti. So picked up a knockdown on his ankle. Looking for the referee score. He's been working hard in midfield for the Squirrels there, Dioti. Very important player in the midfield area for the Squirrels of Benin. So he's sitting right in front of the back four, Jordan Adioti. Another French-based player. Plays his club football for Auxerre. Ball pushed to the left-hand side. Imoro couldn't quite get the ball into the 18-yard area. So push there against the Senegalese centre forward Nyang. Very important player there for the Teranga Lions in the qualifiers. Just scored some important goals for them to qualify them to the African Cup of Nations. So we'll to get goals there for the team, the tournament. The group matches played there by the Teranga Lions. You actually see exactly your work rate, what they've so far been able to do. Trying his attempt to hide from the pass there from Adioti. The Algerian referee Mustafa Gobal is stopping the ball. So a drop-off situation there for the Squirrels. Senegal obviously trying to rely on Sadio Mane's work rate up front with 3 goals for him. Always emphasizing that. And most of the pundits who are watching this game, they're looking forward to see him being the man to help the team move forward in the African Cup of Nations. Really has done an amazing job there for the side, hasn't he? Actually talking about the team's work rate and what they should be doing if they have any chance of moving to the semi-final stages. Mikhail Porte struggling to hold his own there with the centre-backs over Senegal. And here comes Mane, not able to get to the ball. Well, Senegal never lost to Benin, claiming 3 wins and 1 draw from 4 previous matches there. The man who was leading the side, Aliou Cissé, he always wanted to play for PSG, so moved to France from Senegal at the age of 9. Got a chance to play for them. Back in 1998, he spent quite some time with PSG before moving to also play for a couple of clubs. And then I was at the end playing in England. Spent a lot of stability, confidence in this young Senegalese side. They're able to show their prowess at the World Cup as well. They flag up here against Mikaya Porte. Amazing, really. The Teranga Lions continue their status, one of their favorites for the title, with some interesting displays. The first half strike there by Sadio Mane against Uganda, obviously giving them the chance to move forward. Good play here. Mane in the 18-yard area. And Veron doing an amazing job to get the ball away from him. Sessegnon. Oh, he's looking for the big round of Porte. Picks it up beautifully. And he's been brought down cynically here by Sabali. Trying to contest that decision there from the Algerian official. And giving indication that he was able to pick the ball. Youssouf Sabali making his 16th appearance there for Senegal. French base left full back for Bordeaux. Another foul here. A foul there by Niang. Well, they kept the same ship and the same team, Senegal. Unless if you look at the last 3 or so matches played, Aliou Cissé hasn't really altered the team that much, has he? Diameda again being fouled. Now, he lost his place in the match against Morocco. Diameda actually came on in the second half to replace Mikaya Porte, the Yeovil Town midfielder. There's a free kick here for the Squirrels of Benin. Expecting to have Soku, the Hansa Rostock attacking player, with a long ball forward for Mounier. But it was well saved there by the Senegalese goalkeeper Gomez. Ball down to the far post there. Mounier went in there, and Alfred Gomez doing so well to pick it up. He plays his club football in Italy for Spal. The goalkeeper was actually Bole Zingwecho, Senegal. That's the hometown of their coach as well, Aliou Cissé. He moved to Conio in Italy with his family soon afterward. He has 2 brothers who are also footballers, Lees and Morris. And Alfred Gomez is a dual citizen of Italy and Senegal. Here comes Niang. So able to set up his teammates, couldn't quite get to it. And there's another foul here. And Dye. It's overly becoming physical, isn't it? An advantage given to the Teranga Lions as they try to push forward here with the ball again. Keita Balde, Ghana. Keita Balde again in the box, and he's been stopped. He's really enjoying some bit of partnership there with this big man, Martin Yang. A third corner kick there for the Teranga Lions. Yet to take advantage of the set pieces given to them today. Halfway through the first half already. Still goalless here at the 30 June Stadium. Senegal, Benin. Beautiful ball into the box again. Young trying to attack that one. Couldn't quite get to it. Good disappointment there by the centre-back Kouyaté. Thought that it should have been a decision in his favour. Went in there to attack the ball alongside Mounier. That's another advantage given to Mikaya Porte, as Benin do have an advantage here. Ameda trying to search forward to get himself in a very good position to receive a pass to Porte. Good play there from the Squirrels as they try to set forward. And again, the Teranga Lions doing a job there to stop the way. Sewo Soku. With that strike, very poor one there from the German base attacking player, Soku. 26 years. He's making his 8th appearance for the side. Yeah, initially calling for the referee's attention for a foul there, but wasn't given, so he had no option but to just move forward there to attack that ball. Sewo Soku. Mane is always going to be the man up front there to receive the long balls from the midfielders of Senegal. One of the most appealing side in the competition there, the Senegalese. Mounier has been brought down. And obviously not the best of decisions that will please the Teranga Lions, especially their centre-back. Obviously indicating to the official there, Kouyaté, that should have been given. Sheku Kouyaté. Space in England playing for Crystal Palace. Making his 57th appearance for Senegal, Sheku Kouyaté. Sewo Soku here for Benin. They have a chance to make sure they can work with a set piece here. Soku here, not the best one, but again Porte was looking to have a final touch on the ball for a goal, and he's always working hard in the 6-yard area. If you just let him loose, he can punish you for that. Sometimes don't assume he can't do it, he can actually do it. Mikaya Porte. Well, Senegal went out against Cameroon 2 years ago in the African Cup of Nations. And they do have a certain opening today if they have to qualify Keita Balde. So they see plenty of the balls, Senegal. Yoti. Sometimes we're looking at the skills and we're thinking they haven't really come into the competition to cause some bit of surprises, but they are currently. And I did indicate that this Benin side were seen as the outsiders, but now they have the characters inside there with Sebu in there looking to pick up the senior. And a bit of a slip there. Yeah, working hard in Ndiaye. Well, Badou Ndiaye and Koulibaly are booking away from suspension. And that's an opportunity there, it's given to Mikaya Porte. Well, going in with a little flick there. Just didn't come out that good. 2 goals for him. Keita Bardi here. Yusuf Sabali. Back to Keita Bardi. And the ball into the box has been cleared. Not the best of clearance there. But back to the Senegalese. Drifted to the right-hand side. This is Gassama. Couldn't quite get good deal with the situation, but of course, was able to get the ball into the 18-yard area. The Squirrels were hoping the flag would go up, and the ball crossed the line. Didn't. Well, the teams that survived or perhaps qualified above Benin already out of the competition. They were in the same group with Cameroon and Ghana, and these two countries have been bundled out with the championship. Cameroon losing to Nigeria, and Ghana also going down to the Carthaginians of Tunisia. And they qualified as one of the third best side in the competition here. Niang in the box again. With that pass there from Sadio Mane. Beautiful combination from these two players. Always there to attack the ball. Oh, Niang was just waiting to pushing, and he did quite well to get into the vital area. Sadio, this man by Niang. There's for Rennes in France, and this is Sessegnon. No taken away from him. Looking for the control there from Vet and Keita Bardi. Keita Bardi, born in Spain. Now playing in Italy for Inter Milan on loan from Monaco. The 24-year-old is seen to replace Ismaila Sarr. Gassama with a throw. The goalers here at the 30 June Stadium.